wad of paper on the end of a piece of string. Do the kittens like it?
Yeah.
What do they do with it?
They play with it. I mean, they chase it and then nod again.
Well, why don't you put her down on the floor so she has some room to play?
Okay. She kind of doesn't. See, she kind of gnaws it a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Why is she gnawing it a little bit?
I guess she thinks it's interesting.
Rob! And a bit closer. See, they're playing with it. One of Patsy doesn't even play with it. When she was little, she could.
Yeah, when she was little, she did. Rob sure likes it, but a paper doesn't she?
Yeah.
So this white one is named Fur Cat. Why did you name her Fur Cat?
Because she's a lot of fur, and we named her Fur Cat because she thought we were cute.
She thought we were cute?
Yeah.
Or we thought she was cute?
We thought she was cute.
What about Rob? Why did you call Rob Rob?
Because I called her a nickname. You didn't want to hear her nickname for Rob?
Sure.
I call her Robbie.
Oh, I thought her nickname was Kathy.
Yeah, Kathy Rob. That's why I called her that.
So Melodie, what are you doing there?
I'm sitting.
And why are you sitting there? What are you watching?
Them fishing.
Them fishing?
There's one there I see.
Mm-hmm.
And there's Linette, which I can't see.
Hello, hello.
And there's number 2, my friend.
Ah, do they fish here often?
Yeah, no, sometimes they do.
So what are you doing?
I am decorating for Christmas.
This is probably approximately the 214th card that we've put up in the last 2 days.
Yeah.
Right now we're decorating the refrigerator, which happens to be a handy flat surface.
How about you show me the different decorations?
Alright.
Here, let me shut the door to the pantry so we can actually see these decorations.
There's some here. There's a lot there. There's one there. There's one there. Oh, smiling.
So where's something else?
Oh, here. We've got bells there. Up there. Bells and Christmas music.
What is this Christmas tree here for?
Well, it's a calendar, actually. I put on not every single day, but one one each day. It's a calendar sticking up.
Beautiful scene, the garden. It's about it. Hey Melodie, what are you eating?
Sugar cane.
A sugar cane. Good.
Yeah.
Who brought sugar cane?
Nathan.
Nathan? Did he?
Yeah. And a gnome, of course.
Did you, Nathan? Did you have anything to do with it?
Well, I suggested it, and the owner cut some down.
Oh. Melodie, is that good sugar cane? Yeah, she brought a lot, didn't she?
Oh,
What do you think?
I know.
I've been enjoying eating it too.
Oh, no.
It's at Nathan's special request. It's supposed to go over the railings, I think. Okay, let's try it again. Did it work?
Not very well.
Look at it.
The one isn't very gracefully sailed over.
I see. Melodie, what are you eating there?
Chili.
You're eating chili? I thought you were eating countdown.
Yes, I was. But when I got chili in the carton.
You put chili in your countdown? Let's get a look at that there. That's kind of red. That looks like it has a lot of chili in it.
It does.
How's it going?
It's delicious. It's the best I've ever had in my whole life.
You like chili?
Yeah.
What are you drinking with it?
Milk.
Why are you drinking milk with it?
Because it makes me strong. My bones aren't too skilled.
Your bones aren't too skilled?
I mean, if I drink too much, it'll not get bones together.
Milk is good for you. You want to drink a lot of milk.
Why?
Because it'll make your bones strong so they won't break when you get older. But I thought the reason you were drinking milk with a spicy countdown was so that it wouldn't be quite so spicy in your mouth. Wow, look, Melodie is hopping with her left foot. This is...
See you do it again.
No, that's your right foot. Left foot, other foot, other foot. Very good.
Very good.
This is a new skill that she did spontaneously about a month ago.
It's 3 peas in a pod.
Oh.
Cold, we're in bed.
Well, you guys don't all get in bed together every day, do you?
No, we just get in for Christmas Day.
Christmas Day?
Yep.
Is this Christmas Day?
Yes. Yes.
And here comes somebody through the door, Linette. Who is this? Santa Claus?
Santa Claus wearing a blanket and a nightgown. That's Melodie's. That's Nathan's.
Well, look what I got.
Let's see, what did you get?
Candy.
Dried fish. Shredded dried fish.
I got some too.
Oh, dried mangoes.
Ooh.
What does extra cocoa taste?
Chocolate.
Good. Well, here we are around the Christmas tree. On Christmas morning. And Melodie is opening a present from Nathan. I suspect Nathan has in mind to teach her how to use it. Demonstrate. Let's see.
Turn it so Dad can see.
What is that? Well, I think we could have a little test flight just to make sure it can lift off the ground.
Just don't do it under a light.
Here comes the maiden flight. Oh, give it a little more power next time.
Why not? It's gonna bang into the fan.
Try it again, try it again. You sure you got those blades on the right way? Yes, I'm sure you do. Quick.
It's pushing in.
Quick, quick, quick.
This looks like they might be new pajamas.
I don't want to move it.
Oh. Hey, whoa.
I think
Well,
we better wait
that's,
till we get outside.
That's one way to remove the Christmas ornaments. Here is a present from Nathan to Dad.
What is it?
I don't know, it's got lumpy bumpy something over the top here. Oh, I like these lumps and bumps.
Ooh.
Those are nice lumps and bumps.
What are
Oh,
Tell what it is.
picture of the hospital. Ah, I see. With being held in omnipotent hands.
It says granddaughter. It's got a picture of a little girl.
Wow.
There, she's giving an apple to a cold bunny. And look what's in there.
What is that?
Buddha!
What?
Money.
Money. What did you say at first?
Moolah. That's
Moolah.
what Nathan says.
Wow. Well, that's pretty nice.
And this card says lots of love, a hug or two, and a Merry Christmas, all for you. Love, Grandma.
Where do you think Grandma got that Thai money?
I don't know.
It says the money is to buy clothes at the market. You can get one of those shirts. You
Money is
asked
to buy
for
clothes and what?
at the market.
Oh, that'll be fun.
But that's just
So what do you say to your grandma?
Thank you, Grandma, so much.
Christmas present to Melodie. They're trying to fly it. Whoa, where'd it go? Where'd it go? Where'd it go? It's in the grass somewhere, in the bush. Well, it made a long flight anyway. Maybe they were talking about distance and not height when they said 100 feet. Here, fly it one more time and I'll see if I can get the flight part. Very good.
This is the combined missionary, volunteer, medical student, and whoever Christmas. There's Marcia Dowdy, and Anna Yawan, and Dawn Elliott, hello.
Christmas.
Dawn from Vermont, and Anna from all over the place.
Marcia from
And
Indiana.
Marcia from Indiana. There's Melvin from Huay Malai, Kentucky, wherever. There's Nathan from India.
that's very Indian.
Kentucky.
Have you talked with the Indian accent yet?
Jan Yawan,
Bye.
Tasmania, and Thailand, and Jit from Thailand, and Sydney, and wherever. And there's Forrest Doherty, who goes along with Marcia from Indiana. And there's Linette from Oregon. And there's Melodie.
Melodie,
Hello,
say hi.
Melodie.
Hello.
Look at the camera.
Hello.
Where are you from?
I'm from the United States.
Oh, okay. All right, well, let's have the presents.
To Nathan from Jet, Jan, and Anna. Have a happy Christmas because of what God has done for you. Jesus was born and lives forever. So we'll give this to Nathan.
From all of them.
Yes, from all of the ones from Jet, Jan,
But
and
you can
Anna.
give it to Nathan.
There we go. Happy Christmas.
Happy Christmas. Am I a very good Santa Claus?
You're excellent
Wonderful.
Santa Claus helper. Get over there and get
Well,
another
let's
present.
wear your red hairband.
No. I want to do these first.
Sorry?
No, do some others, not just
That's
that.
this particular occasion. You won't
This
see
is
the time to stay close
from
too long.
Jan.
Good from Dad.
Thank you. Oh, from Dad.
We've got a lot of bad stuff in it. We've got to see some.
Oh, really?
That's
Oh.
What is that, Nathan?
it's not actually shoes though.
With the bump.
Is that Nathan's?
Rubbing it.
Am I very
that
good to
was
Nicholas? Yes, you're a good fan.
That was useful.
Whoa!
What is it?
Use that.
Whoa!
What is it?
It's real feather.
Yeah, it looks like
What
a warm
is it?
jacket.
Feather came out.
Well, that'll be handy
Just got here just in time.
here in Huay Malai and back in Woodstock, too.
Especially with
Well, I'm looking for a shirt, which is very pretty, and I don't know if that would be possible. I'm just looking at it.
Here's a pretty shirt that Melodie bought. Our two kittens have discovered the Christmas tree. And have decided that it's a lot of fun. Miss T is, well, I guess they're both trying to climb up the trunk right now. Ouch, Melodie, don't sit on my toe. Now Rob's climbing on Miss T to try and get up. Silly kittens. Miss T hears her mother calling her.
But she doesn't really know.
Well, Patches didn't call again, so maybe Miss T isn't going to jump down after all. Is Rob actually climbing the tree? Oh, here she comes. Rob is going after the ornament, and Miss T is going after Rob's tail.
Even when they're sleeping. Sometimes you see lots of the same kind of fish swimming together. Some fish live in groups called schools. Most fish have bony skeletons and backbones.
This is Nathan faking sleep in the new hammock we just put up. The hammock was a Christmas gift from Dawn. And we didn't.
No, from Anna, actually.
No, it was from Dawn. And we didn't want to put it up in place of the brand one we already have in the other corner. So we asked Dad if he thought that these burglar bars, or whatever you call them, would hold the weight. And he thought they would. But just in case, Nathan has put a bamboo stake to hold up that end, and then the other end is tied to the porch railings. Any comments, Nathan?
No.
Oh, and those cushions he's sitting in come from one of the old living room chairs.
Why don't we have any more cushions in this?
Because we gave away the rest of the chairs and the couch with their cushions. Melodie's trying out the hammock. Melodie, what do you think of it? Is it comfortable?
It holds my weight.
I'm glad to hear that.
Does it hold your weight very well?
And it did when I tried it.
Now with the cushions on it.
I think it still will. If it holds Nathan's, it should hold mine. Okay, Nathan, I'll let you explain this.
This is a new addition to the orchid garden. The first one on the porch is 2 troughs for the short variety of orchids. And up here are some bamboo segments with the long variety.
Mmm.
Oh, did you take it off my TV, Linette?
Here is a further orchid garden. Nathan has at least 3 locations for his orchids now. Nathan, how old is this one?
A few years.
Where'd you get the orchids from?
Got them out of trees near the river.
Any of them from the tree you're working on now?
Nope.
So these are all random trees. How do you find orchid trees?
You just look around.
Oh, and you see if orchids have fallen off, or do you climb the trees, or what?
I used to get a stick and get them out. Now I wait till they fall off.
So this whole bamboo thing here is all orchids.
And these 2 were bought Punta.
Oh, okay. So those are mountain orchids. And they still grow all right here?
Well, they've been here for at least a year.
Sounds good. And so this is also part of your garden.
And just planted decorative leaves. Planted it just by chopping off a branch and sticking it in the ground.
That's pretty good. Obviously this isn't an orchid, but I think most of the plants around here can be traced back to Nathan in one way or another. His pride and joy. This whole corner of the house is pretty much taken up by an orchid garden.
Now, this is where I keep most of my orchids. Put in various posts and stick on the orchids. Keep them watered and they'll take root.
How do they take root?
But some roots kind of glue themselves onto the post, and the other ones kind of hang in the air.
So they get their nutrients from the air?
I guess.
Who put all these posts up?
The gardener on the shelf.
And where did they come from?
Various places. This one came from a tree in the garden. These are from sections of the eucalyptus tree that fell down.
Mm-hmm.
The rest of these are just from wherever. This is from the frangipani tree.
Uh-huh.
The branch that has taken root. Starting to grow here.
Oh yeah, it's got those little frangipani branches going out of it. Those knobbly green things are not orchids, they're frangipani. I see a couple that look like the same kinds of ties from the Death Railway that we use for our fence posts, are they?
A few are, yes.
Yeah, this one, this sort of ratty wooden one, looks like it might be an old railway tie from the Death Railway. There were a lot of those lying around at the old place, because the Death Railway used to go near this area.
The mostly deep orchid blooms. There were 3, and this is one of the better known Thai orchids, but it's not too common around here. And the orchids have different seasons for blooming. Most of them are in the hot season, but some are the rainy season, and this one's a cold season.
Very good.
Machete is a seed pod. The flowers die and fall off. Some of them were fertilized, and they make a seed pod. And they just crack open, and the seeds are pretty much microscopic, and they float around in the air until they rest on a tree somewhere. Bamboo that's lying on the ground here, that I chopped off from this patch is hanging over into the garden.
Very good.
That I've planted down by the creek, so it has plenty of water. And you just plant it by cutting off the top of the stem, sticking it in wet ground, and hoping it grows. And I'll probably have to transplant it before this creek gets so big that it washes it away.
Yeah, that's not going to be for a while, though, because this is the end of the rainy season, and the next one isn't due to start anytime soon.
This is one of the fruit trees in the garden. I think it's a champu, which tastes a bit like an apple, doesn't it?
Well, not really, but I suppose it's more like an apple than any other American fruit. It's the green, crunchy, pear-shaped thing with white fuzz in the middle.
One of my pie suggestions, even though it doesn't look that great, is a putsa tree. It resembles a miniature apple. Tastes a bit like one too. It's a hard, crunchy texture and big cheese in it. It's a very thorny plant. Here are mango trees, which are probably one of our favorite fruits, and practically the whole garden is full of them. Be an orchard in a few years. And this tree produces fruit a bit like a grapefruit. It's called a pomelo. And it also has lots of spikes on it. There's an interesting spider too. Let's get a look at that.
I don't think I can get close up enough with the
You
camera.
can see it in there. There's a spider in this tree, which looks a bit like an ant. And that tree won't produce fruit for a number of years. And I hope it does, because I like coconut a lot. And this tree here is the jackfruit tree. And this is the tree that has, I think it's the biggest fruit in the world, and they just kind of grow out of the trunk. But it's not jackfruit season yet. According to the gardener, this is a lamyai tree, and it's the only one we have, but it's the one that has the small round brown fruit with the cloudy meat inside. And as you can see, most of the time I plant stuff.
This is a papaya tree. Nathan said he was only going to show you about 3 trees, but once he got over into the garden, his passion for botany overwhelmed him, and so he had to show you everything. Nathan, tell her about the tree.
Well, this is just a papaya tree with a long variety of fruit. And most of the long variety is red meat inside, but this could be a cross between the long variety and the fat variety. In this case, it'll be long and yellow. So, anyway. Tree from which I get my orchids. And, well, it's just a tree that happened to have lots of orchids in it, and that later died. So some of the branches fall off with the orchids on it. This tree fell across the creek and made orchid harvest possible because the tree where the orchids are lives on the, or used to live on the other side of the bank. So I have to walk across this. And I'm hoping that that tree will eventually fall over this side into our property and I can get the rest of the orchids.
Entering the log bridge.
Part someone sawed the log and they stepped down. And sometimes some of the branches fell in there, so I've gotten some of the
Fell in where?
creek here.
In the creek? Oh, yeah. Down with all the bamboo.
Yeah. Yeah, I just walk across here and see what I can get. Save the machete. I'm just going to
Which machete?
mine machete.
The one
Got
that-
it from Melodie for Christmas. And I'll just shorten these stumps. You do have to cut a bit of an angle, or else nothing really happens. If you cut flat, it just sort of whacks the bamboo. It cuts if you see an angle.
Yeah, the bamboo is pretty resilient. Dad had a guy come in one time who had survived an elephant trying to crush him. And he asked the guy how he survived, and the guy said, well, he was up against a bamboo thicket. And so every time the elephant butted him, the bamboo thicket gave, and
Nathan, pass me Linette's plate over there, and I'll see if I can dish her out some noodles. All right. These are some nice Burmese-style noodles, I think. Let me just get a little bit here. Hey, what's the matter with these noodles anyway? Whoa, they're gonna get caught in the van here in a minute. Now we're pulling. There we go. There we go. How's that?
what song are you going to perform?
Well, I haven't decided yet. Ask me a question.
Is Nathan throwing paper airplanes? This is one of his Christmas presents, a paper airplane book. Okay, Nathan, introduce this one and let's see how it goes.
This is just an unusual round one called the Vortex, and made it out of paper from the design of the book.
Wow, where'd it go?
Self-designed plane may or may not fly. had before. A little bit in the modified design of the book.
Well, I'm stirring.
Stirring what?
Better.
Better.
Yeah. And Linette is measuring the flour.
Ready for some flour?
Yes.
Actually, Nathan, why don't you get a shot of how smoothly she stirred this? Get your hand out of the way, Melodie. Melodie is the only person who has touched this batter. I measure the ingredients and she stirs, and she did a nice job. These are going to be sugar cookies. Another shape.
Let's see. Here?
Mm-hmm.
Is that right?
That looks good to me. Yeah, the butterfly.
Which one?
This one. Let me put it over here. There you go. And got two more.